Hello everyone, Chris McDaniel here. I'm going to show you the proper use of a Sep funnel. So what I have here is just some generic carboxylic acid unknown that you'll be using in your acid-base extraction experiment. And the first thing you want to do is notice, one, the stopcock is closed. You never want to leave it open, right? Clearly it's going to go right down, drain into this, what I have is an Erlenmeyer flask. You always want to make sure you have a vessel here to accept anything to come out. The reason is you just want to make sure it's always there. Next thing you want to know is notice I have a funnel here, right? Notice that stem is past the ground glass, and the reason why is because you don't want to dump anything directly into the ground glass, because if you do, you can get any precipitated solids that were dissolved in that solution could interfere with the ability of our glass stopper to make a proper seal on that ground glass. So I'm putting my funnel in. I'm going to put my solution in. It's going to drain. And now what I'm going to do is the first step of my extraction in my sodium, in my saturated aqueous sodium bicarbonate solution. So I have 10 milliliters. I've measured it out into my graduated cylinder. I'm going to dump it right in. I did not do the quantitative transfer. Okay, that's something that you will have to do. I'm doing this just to show you the proper use. Notice immediately we see the formation of two layers, right? Two immiscible solvents. This right here, I'm going to set onto a Kim wipe or a paper towel. You don't want to put it right on your hood, just as you do your stopper. Now I'm going to put my stopper in. It's going to make a seal. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to move this just so I don't hit it. So what you want to do here is you want to hold the stopcock with your the stopper with your forefinger, your index finger, and then invert. Okay? Immediately vent. And you hear very little pressure build up. Okay? And then we're going to do it again to see how that affects the pressure. You can hear that. We can do it again. Okay? It's not affecting too much, so I'm going to shake like the Dickens. Invert, shake, keeping mindful of things that are around you, like the ring stand that we're going to have, any glassware that you have out. It's important to keep a clean work area. And notice that when I'm shaking this, I'm not pointing it towards my hood partner, if I had one, or myself, or anyone else, and I'm working in the hood. Notice it's pointed towards the back of the hood. I let it drain, and then I vent again. You heard that. That is a little bit more violent, so we're going to continue on. You always want to vent first, right when you first invert it, is because you want to see how it reacts. We still get a little bit more pressure build up. Okay, we're getting lower. Okay, now we're good. Right? I didn't hear very much else. So either that base is completely exhausted in that. So what I do is I put it back in the ring stand. I remove my stopcock, or my glass stopper, and you might feel a little stick. So what you want to do is grab the funnel and kind of turn and pull up at the same time. Again, put this on a Kim wipe or a paper towel that you have on your hood surface. The reason you take that out is because, well, physics, right? We want to drain this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lower this just a little bit so that stem goes into the flask, but I can still get it out easily, okay? Now, you're going to let those layers separate, and we will see those layers separate. If you zoom in, you can actually see those layers. So the layers are clearly separating. We're almost there. All right, we're about there. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to hold the stem of the funnel, the Sep funnel, separatory funnel, and we're going to slowly open. We're not going to open it all the way because you can create an eddy current, and that can bring that top layer, which is the less dense organic layer in this case, down through into what we're going to do is slowly. The reason I hold it is because it keeps the Sep funnel so I'm not only holding it, but I'm pulling down a little bit, and I'm going to slowly open that just enough so that it drains, yet it's not so fast that it's going to create that eddy current. I'm going to go a little bit faster, and then as it gets close, you can slow it down and you want to drain to where it gets right to the level of that stopcock, right to the level of the stopcock. All right, you're going to repeat this process as per the lab handout, and that is the proper use of a separatory funnel.